President Trump doubling down on their false flag theories surrounding the assassination attempts on Democratic political figures, including the president, who cast doubt on the severity of it all by tweeting Republicans were doing well at polls until, quote, this bomb stuff happened. Dawn, Adrian, Sophia, and Lauren are joining me again. So just your thoughts to what you heard there, Lauren, all of you. I'm just curious to your take. Lauren, you first.
Well, you know, I think that it's not an uncommon opinion among Trump supporters, but I think it's very unfortunate. I mean, look, the reality of the situation is today we have had elected officials in both parties calling for members of their party to either act out or have some sort of aggression towards the other side. What more has to happen for it to stop? I honestly don't know. And I think that people promoting these kinds of theories just aren't helping. We have to look at the reality of the situation today. We had, you know, pipe bombs mailed to prominent Democratic officials. We had a shooting at a synagogue in Pittsburgh yesterday, my hometown. What more has to happen for it to stop? You know, we need our leaders to come together to call for an end to it on both sides. And that's what needs to happen. It's sorely needed in our country today.
How does this happen, Sophia?
Well, it's like I said in the last segment, e pluribus unum, out of many one, until we can get to the belief and embrace it boldly that we are different and that difference is good and that debate is good and that disagreement is good for America. But we have to do it in a way that moves us higher and forward. And I would be remiss as a Christian here to not say not only that I'm heartbroken about what happened at the Jewish synagogue yesterday, but I am worried, Alex, about the rhetoric I hear among people of faith who are buying into these theories and that, oh, it didn't really happen or they were set up or the Democrats made the killer go do what he did to mail something to Democrats. I mean, if that's the level of thinking that we have as people of faith, we're in deep trouble right now as a country.
Adrian, your thoughts on this?
Well, my thoughts are you got to look at the tragic events that happened this week, where there was a trifecta of them. There was a shooting in Kentucky. There was the pipe bombs that were mailed to Democrats who are largely the subject of Trump's criticisms. And of course, there was the awful situation that happened at the synagogue in Pittsburgh yesterday. The underlying connecting thread of all three of those events is hate. The shooter was motivated by hate. And I agree with what Lauren and Sophia both said, that we have got to, both sides, Democrats and Republicans, have got to come together here. But the president of the United States is the one who is espousing the most hatred. He is the president, and he has got to create a more inclusive atmosphere in this country.
And John, you're the last to weigh in on this. We have voices from both sides of the aisle in agreement thus far. Are you going to join that chorus as well?
Of course. You know, false flagging is not a thing, and to the extent it might be a thing, it's certainly not the province of thinking adults. I think in the tradition of the beloved community, it's important that we lift up the names of the people who have left us this week because of the hate and divisive rhetoric. And so I'd like to take a moment and just lift up the names of Maurice Stallard and Vicki Lee Young from Louisville, Joyce Feinberg, Rich Godfrey, Rose Mallinger, Jerry Rabinowitz, Cecil and David Rosenthal, Bernice Simon, Sylvan Simon, Daniel Stein, and Melvin Wax. And may their memories be a blessing to everyone who knew them, and may their spirits light the path forward for us all.
Those are definitely words to end this conversation. All four of you, I very much appreciate your very thoughtful insights. Good to see you all. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.